Biggie had showed you a contract?
What happened was when me and Puff rode on the plane coming back down there, Puff gave me his briefcase and everything like that. Like, yo, here, like me carry this shit. I say, all right, motherfucker, I got 5 hours, 6 hours on this thing. Let me see what's in the briefcase.
No doubt, more details are pointing to the notion that Diddy may have robbed Biggie of $62 M or even more. Rappers and former bodyguards of the celebrities have exposed dark secrets that make connote that Diddy did nothing but exploit Biggie while he was alive and even after his demise. The rapper may remain Diddy's source of wealth. What's this all about? Keep watching to find out more. It is no longer news that Diddy and Biggie shared a deep closeness while the demised rapper was still alive, but some details may have revealed that their closeness was merely true and that it was based on business, especially for Diddy. Well, a documentary for Biggie aired by Netflix may have helped fans to know more about the rapper, but dozens of fans can't help but see how Diddy may have extorted Biggie and his career. The documentary also reminded fans of Notorious Big, that he was a human with a story much larger than his death or any hip-hop beef. But people that knew Biggie during the bad boy music era, besides Diddy, often have their own recollection of conversations and events that happened behind the scenes. One of those people is Gene Deal, a former bodyguard who worked closely with Diddy. Deal claims that Biggie planned to leave Bad Boy Records behind for a better deal elsewhere, and this has made fans wonder how Diddy may have reacted. Apparently, Diddy was making good money off Biggie, and letting him go would have been a huge problem. Besides, everyone knows the tragic tale about Biggie's unsolved murder and some of the events leading up to it, but what fans have tried to understand is if Diddy had a hand in the rapper's demise. The Brooklyn-bred MC died in Los Angeles only weeks before his album, Life After Death, was set to release. According to Gene Deal, Big had other things going on before his untimely death, and the new record deal was clearly one of them. The former bodyguard recently appeared on DJ Vlad's vlog and claimed the late rapper made moves to leave Bad Boy for a lucrative deal worth more than $60 million. Deal said he saw Big's Bad Boy contract when he had to watch over Diddy's briefcase during a flight. It outlined Big's earnings in increments of $250,000 but left publishing income in Puff's possession. When he asked Biggie about it, the rapper allegedly told him about his new deal and all the money he'd make. He showed me it had Charlie Baltimore, Cameron, Lil Cease, Lil Kim, Junior Mafia, Tracy Lee, and the commission. He explained, I think the contract was for so many years for like $62 million. It comes out to $62 million. Deal asserted that Big wanted to stop Junior Mafia's way of doing business and have them start writing and holding their own.
Puff gave me his briefcase. Let me see what's in the briefcase. And I seen big contract. And it was talking about, well, you get $250,000.
Additionally, Biggie planned to keep Lil Kim under his wing and would have taken Deal along with him to the next label, but he believed the bodyguard was too loyal to Puffy. You may need to know that Deal started his own YouTube vlog several years ago and has a collection of stories related to Biggie, Tupac, Diddy, Black Rob, and other artists in Bad Boy's orbit in the 90 seconds and early 2000 seconds. He's openly called out Diddy over things that happened in the past, leaving lingering questions in the air about what really went down with those on Bad Boy's label, and honestly, some secrets may have been let out. Deal has also talked about Jennifer Lopez's relationship with the entertainment mogul, Suge Knight, and the ongoing mystery surrounding Biggie's death. As part of Diddy's security team, Deal witnessed Big's murder back in 1997 and lived through the infamous East vs. West drama. But he and Diddy worked together for years, and who else would know more about a person than someone who worked closely with them? Well, Deal seemed to be pretty certain of his claims, and since Biggie is no longer here, it's hard to verify what is indeed true. Also, Deal's claims about his Bad Boy contract may be hard to verify. But the rapper's mother, Voletta Wallace, once discussed how much money he received when he signed on with the label. She wrote about it in her 2005 book, Biggie. Voletta Wallace remembers her son, Christopher. The truth is, Christopher accepted the illusion of a friend and mentor for about $25,000. That's the amount Puffy lured my son with. That was a lot of money for Christopher back then as a 19-year-old. He had never seen that much at one time in his life, Wallace wrote. It was enough money to make my son believe that Puffy was ready to do anything for him. It was enough to buy a blind love and loyalty. Meanwhile, recently, Diddy made an impassioned speech ahead of the 62nd Annual Grammy Awards. The Bad Boy Records founder and veteran artist, producer threatened to boycott the televised event if things do not change in the next 365 days. He asked others to do the same. In the great words of Erykah Badu, we are artists, we are sensitive about our stuff. We are passionate. For most of us, this is all we got. This is our only hope. Truth be told, hip-hop has never been respected by the Grammys. Black music has never been respected by the Grammys, declared the speaker, who received the Icon Award at an official pre-Grammy gala event. A few moments later, Puff stated, I'm officially starting the clock. Y'all got 365 days to get this stuff together. We need the artists to take back the control. We need transparency. We need diversity. This is the room that has the power to make a change that needs to be made. They have to make the changes for us. The Recording Academy is a non-profit organization that is supposed to protect the welfare of the musical community. At the mission statement, suggesting an organized boycott on the horizon, Puffy reminded those in the crowd of their ability to prompt change. "We have the powers. We decide what's hot. If we don't go, nobody goes. If we don't support, nobody supports. We control what's cool. We control what's hot. We control what your kids listen to, what they dance to. We control what's in video games. We control how they wear their pants."
Y'all be killing us, man. Man, I'm talking about the pain. I'm speaking for all the artists here, the producers, the executives, the amount of time that it takes to make these records, to pour your heart out into it, and you just want an even playing field. In the great words of Erykah Badu, we are artists and we are sensitive about our We are passionate. For most of us, this is all we got. This is our only hope. Truth be told, hip-hop has never been respected by the Grammys. Black music has never been respected by the Grammys to the point that it should be.
But fans believe Diddy should practice what he preaches. While he preaches compassion, dark secrets about his relationship with Biggie may say otherwise. Additionally, Mase, one of Bad Boy's former stars and a one-time protege of Diddy, has also exposed Diddy for extorting his artists. Recently, Mason Betha, otherwise known as Mase, has publicly reacted to the newsworthy speech. He did so by calling out Diddy and asking for a different kind of action. In an Instagram post, the Harlem MC accused Puff of unfair business practices. Holding nothing back, Mase tagged Puff and wrote, "I heard your Grammy speech about how you are now for the artist and about how the artist must take back control. So I will be the first to take that initiative. Also, before we ask of other ethnicities to do us right, we should do us, as Black people, better, especially the creators." The Harlem World creator also urged Diddy to walk it like he is talking it. Additionally, Mase argues that Puffy gave him $20,000 for his publishing 24 years ago, in 1996. That was the same year that Murda Mase's career started to boom, following an appearance alongside the Notorious Big on 112 Seconds Only You remix. Mase wrote, who likened the deal to robbery, called it a horrendous business model. It is clear that the one-time pastor feels as though the 90 seconds and 2000 seconds business messed up several careers. So many great moments and lives in music were lost. But again, I rode with you in the face of death without flinching, and you still wouldn't do right. I never said anything because I wanted to wait until I was financially great. The rapper continues to add insult, you keep screaming Black excellence and love, but I know love isn't free. Mase adds that he recently tried to acquire his publishing with a 7-figure offer on the table. So I offered you $2 million in cash just a few days ago to sell me back my publishing. Oh, but he didn't stop there. Mase called himself Bad Boy's biggest living artist and continued, I wanted to show you respect for you giving me an opportunity at 19 years old. And allegedly claimed that Puffy asked the former artist to increase his offer to match another interested party, reportedly a European man. He also says that the publishing will revert back to him in approximately 30 more years. You bought it for about and I offered you in cash. This is not Black excellence at all when your own race is enslaving you. He ended the post with a resolution, give your artists back there that they can take care of their families. As an image to the Instagram post, he used Philadelphia, Pennsylvania rapper Meek Mill. In a quote, Meek brought up slave contracts offered to Black artists in the music business by people of other races. The rapper also cited Roc Nation and his Dream Chasers imprint as companies that combat that trend, and honestly, fans are starting to believe the allegations. Let's see how they have reacted. A fan wrote, because damn near every artist that was ever signed to Bad Boy ended up broke and destitute, so we are just simply following Diddy's track record. While another fan added, Diddy's track record of his signed artists on Bad Boy and their lives after music isn't great at all. That guy used and dumped so many without proper payments and bogus contracts. The list goes on and on. Well, whether or not Diddy extorted Biggie, it is clear that there is more than meets the eye about the relationship the two rappers had. See you in the next video for more entertainment.